Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 125.
125 de Mario. It's me. It's Mario. Hey, we got a new president. New president. Yeah. What's up, boys? What's up? Happy non-whiskey Wednesday. You can see where I am, and I can't drink on the JOB. But
We'll drink for you.
I have a little after-dinner coffee. Let's go. I'm in it to win.
Is that a Game Boy on it?
Yes. This is the best money. Hey, do you know that when the hot coffee comes past this screen right here, it will actually turn on, and it's like a scene from like Super Mario Brothers, the original. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yes, there's some big news today from the university. On the administration side, Julio Frenk is now going to UCLA. Now, this wasn't a surprise. He was going to leave before the pandemic, and that all got pushed away because of the pandemic. Leaned on his expertise in that field, so he was a great service to South Florida and everything. But yeah, so talk to us, Scoop. You know more about this than anyone else, I think.
Thanks, Ollie.
I already pressed unmute. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Anyway, sorry. I was trying not to sneeze on you guys. Battling a little, Anyway, so yeah, Dr. Frenk going to UCLA, which I think is, from my understanding, like the top public research school in the country, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think it's, for medical research. And the standing president, effective immediately, which is earlier today, our friend Joe Echevarria, who, look, by all counts is, we have Rudy, we have the wolf, we have the man who put this whole thing together. By all accounts, Joe is Rudy's silent partner in all of that stuff. So, look, I think he's interim. If you look at it, standing means interim, right? Isn't that correct? I think he's effectively calling the shots as it is. I would imagine this is going to take a number of months for anything to become official, whether it's Joe or somebody else that's brought in. Look, I personally, if you want my vote, I would love for Joe. Joe would be he'd be the first UM alumnus to be president of the university, which I think is pretty damn cool. And I sent out a tweet earlier today, and I know you guys don't want to get your hopes up and blah, 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 blah. But the reality is this would be massive, not just for UM football, UM athletics. Like, Joe is a diehard Cane fan. Joe is on the sidelines for games. Think about that, because he stands by himself. He doesn't talk to anybody. He's like that kind of fan, right? Where I want to be in the action, but I don't want any of you talking to me. So, yeah, I want him permanent. I would love to have him permanent. I think that it would be brilliant. Why wouldn't it be? Because, yes, he and Rudy were running the sports aspect of the university, I think, behind the scenes for the most part, due to Frank kind of giving the reins. But the reality is, if you don't have to ask permission for something, we don't know what Frank may or may not have turned down, what ideas, what thoughts, what scenarios, whatever, because he's looking out, as would Joe. But you never know. You never know. I'm sure some stuff has been turned down. I'd like to not ask for permission. I like for the guy at the top to want us to win a national championship more than any of us want to win a national championship. That's what I would like.
Two things. First of all, thank you to Dr. Julio Frenk. Thank you for your years of service. The one thing I always appreciate about him, Toast, you mentioned it, getting through the pandemic. He's on the forefront of that. So that was pivotal there. But we knew football was not necessarily his passion, right? We knew that. But I really respected him because he gave way to people with passion. He understood what it took, and he allowed the reins essentially to be taken over. The second thing was, I remember vividly Herb Street saying Miami's not going to get their act together until everybody is on the same page, including from the top on down. Well, if you have the top, championing and being the hugest, most pivotal cheerleader you can, wishing for its success. I agree, Scoop. I think it gives it more opportunity to get in line for that to happen. Not that it wasn't under Dr. Julio Frenk, right? Because things were changing. We can essentially say under Donna Shalala, that wasn't happening, right? So got to give Dr. Frenk a lot of credit, but now even the brain trust there's part of the brain trust that's now elevated to the top. And I agree. I think it could be a really, really good thing for the University of Miami.
So, all right, I'll just go ahead and play my role and spin this the other way. Obviously, I'm terrified that he's left, and we knew that this was going to be coming. And I'll tell you why. And listen, for the exact reasons, he had handed off basically control. Like, Joe, whatever you say, whatever you and Rudy think we should do is what I'll go along with. For the most part, is what we kind of think the relationship was.
Yes.
And now you have a board of trustees who, before Dr. Frenk, had hired Donna Shalala. And so I'm just terrified they could bring in a president that is, oh yeah, all right, football guys, I'm more academic. Like I don't want to see us go take 3 steps backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the situation that it was. That's why I would love for Joe to get it for those exact reasons, Scoop. But part of me is terrified because this board has also hired Donna Shalala in the not too recent past.
I don't. That frightens me. Sure,
and anti-athletics. And so, with all the steps we've made forward the last handful of years here, I would hate to see us hire a president that is like looking in the other direction, doesn't care about that.
Yeah, because when athletics are great, the academics, the admissions, and everything like that. Just look at FAU when their basketball team made the Final Four. Look at what their admissions did. It goes hand in hand. We always said that. We always known that. As this platform, Toast, you eloquently said it. You're like, it doesn't have to be exclusive. They can tie in together. Donna, that was her thing, right? They were exclusive. I want this. And think about it in the past, like some of the athletic directors, when I wanted to be the Harvard of the South, right? You know, the athletics were pushed to the wayside. But I think the University of Miami, when it's great, you're going to have both. I mean, it's synonymous with academics. We know that. Could there be room for improvement? Sure. But when both of them are humming, that's when University of Miami as a brand is its best.
Here's the other thing. Dan Radakovich is definitely closer to retiring than he is to the start of his career.
Sure.
And is this new president now going to be able to hire that first? Is that going to be their first major move that they're going to hire, in a year or two, the new AD? I mean, like, there's just like there's huge decisions looming. So like, it's, we're going, so I'm just there.
But it depends.
Which supports all efforts need to be to get Joe to be the man.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Because let's have Joe. Let's have that be Joe's
be the bumper sticker. Let's have
order
Joe.
Of business, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you right. That's another thing, right? You put the nail right, the hammer right on the head, right? I mean, think about that. You got to hire an AD. Who better to hire an AD than somebody who knows exactly what they're looking for?
There's
exactly what they want in someone.
If a president, there's 3 options for the president. Okay, a president who knows the landscape, is very capable on his own to establish and have a team and basically make the decision to get an AD, and he knows she or he know what they need. Okay, that's one. Number 2, like Julio Frenk, they're going to default, they're going to defer, they're going to whatever search committee that they're not going to listen. This is not my forte. I'm going to pass it off. That's admirable too. And then the third one, which I find scary, they're going to hire somebody because they're going to check a box. And whatever their agenda is, they're like, we don't really care, right? We just want to say we're the first at something, or this, or that, or this. And they don't really have Miami's athletic, what makes University of Miami successful in our generation is because we saw when it was great, so we have this passion to get it back. And if you don't understand that plight, it's hard for us to kind of like relate with you. I'm just doing this because this. And no, we want to have the blood, sweat, and tears with the people in those positions because they feel it too as fans. And if you're not a fan of the program or you're not a fan of the athletic side of it, I'm not going to relate to you.
I will say this, and not to, I don't know what sort of, I've always envisioned Joe as kind of a more behind the scenes kind of mover and operator sort of a guy, but we're also in a situation where you're going to need to have a president that's at the front and center who might have some relationships with folks in, I don't know, the Big Ten or SEC, just because conference realignment and where is Miami gonna like? I mean, that's like, man, dude, this is a big job right now for the next 3 to 5 years. This is a really big
Well, that was
gig.
my tweet from my personal account. I said, Dr. Frank, while you go out there because you're now in the Big Ten, just give a nice word for it.
Right.
Like, hey, my old school, they would look really good.
Yeah.
I did a lot of wonderful things on the academic side, athletic side, on the forefront of my industry. Yeah, so I was like, hey, say a nice little word. Hey, listen, if we stayed where we were, could we dominate? We've talked about the Big East premise. Absolutely. Given the choice between the big two conferences, Big Ten and SEC, give me the Big Ten all day. I'll just turn the IPF into an ice box. Just get more chillers. We'll be all right. We'll eventually learn how to play in that environment.
All right. Anything else you guys want to? There was one Kane story for me this week that is definitely bigger than all the other was, and it wasn't this one.
Go ahead.
Athlon Sports.
Okay.
A publication that those of us of a certain age used to get the preview episodes all the time, issues everything every single year. They're talking about the Canes and the roster and everything, and an unnamed anonymous coach was saying the biggest question mark for the Canes in essence is the coaching staff. They cost you definitely one game last year, and that's the biggest, like the roster is like we were saying, is stacked. Can this staff develop these players and coach them up to be the best that they can be and manage the game?
That's the question.
To be determined.
To be determined. And that's the question. That will always be the question. That was the question about Mario from the second he was announced or he was on the radar. Can he get it done? There's been some perplexing coaching decisions. Hopefully, they're getting better. And I know they are, right? It could be, you got to get better in the offseason. This guy preaches a system, a culture, waking up out of bed and doing your bed a certain way, which is a military principle. Like, that's the first thing. Your mission accomplished as soon as you get out of bed. This guy is so regiment in that fashion that I can't see myself not. He's trying to improve himself, is what I'm trying to say. I know he is. There's things that he's got to improve upon. He knows he cost the game last year. And hopefully that presented with the same situation, you're not going to do it again, right? Just put your guys in the best position to succeed. And we'll see. But that is the question. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, Toast. We will see.
It's a good story. It's a good story.
I
have one. Hold on. I have one that might be even crazier. But I don't know who. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, folks. I've got something.
Okay.
Mike Lindy Sports. Comes out with the All-ACC teams. Right? And this maniac has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot. Like, that's 2 hands. You can't put that on one hand. 6.
Some people can.
First team All-ACC Canes. 5 of them. Hold on a second.
4 of them on offense.
Hold on a second. Wait, though. 5 on offense. But wait a minute.
4 on offense.
What am I missing? 4 on offense.
1 special teams.
A kicker and a hold on.
And keep
You know what?
Should be more.
It's a stupid fucking
because he doesn't have Bain.
You don't have Bain on here? That's a stupid fucking answer. I mean, what is this? Now I know it's a bunch of hot garbage. If you took all of them off and put Bain on, I'd believe it more than that.
So, but I want to guess. I haven't seen a list. I want to try to guess the offensive players. So, X has Restrepo as a wide receiver. I'm assuming Cam Ward, he thinks he's going to be that guy. Running back 1. And one of our offensive linemen.
Francis.
Okay. All right. I can see it happening. I mean, it's more possible than impossible.
I mean, I'm shocked that he had 6 first-team ACC players and none of them are on the defensive line. That was surprising.
Right. None of those guys.
I don't have an issue with anyone that he picked. So I'm almost saying there should be 7.
If you're telling me Bain isn't a first-team All-ACC guy, I got to think you're smoking the wrong stuff.
I'm wondering if he just forgot about him because he's a freshman.
I mean, well, he's going to be a sophomore.
No, yes, no, I know. 7.5 sacks, 45 pressures.
Kid's unblockable. Like, all right. I mean, it really does. It really does. It nullifies the entire list. because he's too stupid.
I think you're going to have a freshman All-ACC candidate too. I really do. You're going to have a freshman you're going to have our Swiss Army knife. He's going to be on the freshman All-ACC team.
Well, he's got the second team. Jacoby, Inez, Jalen, Rueben, and Powell.
So he has Rueben.
Yeah,
as a second teamer.
Second team, yeah.
He's just probably looking at the rest of the ACC.
Yeah,
at
he's
that
looking
point.
at guys from FSU and Clemson. I think at
he's got Powell on there, second team.
He got Powell on there, yeah.
Yeah, all freshman ACC Lofton get it by a mile. Just write it down now.
Messidor, third team.
Solid. I mean, if you're thinking about this coming in, which goes back to the original, topic of discussion, it's not about the roster. Mario at the end of the year is not going to be like, come pick up your kids because they suck. That he's not going to be able to say it this year.
The over-under pretty much across the board for wins is 9.5 for the Canes. That's that's the betting number.
And I have to go over.
Yeah, I mean, but that's where they're throwing it. We're not still in the 6, 7.5 realm anymore. They've bumped it up to 9.5. Man, this is where the big boys live, or the wannabe big boys.
Yeah. Go team.
All right.
Hey-o.
What's up next, boys? Any other Canes if you want to get to?
Daniel Cuvée is just getting All-American freshman awards. Congratulations to him. That's what happens.
Blake Sear goes to Florida.
Blake Sear goes to Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I did not see that until you say that. That's surprising.
That stung, yeah. And Georgia Tech, congratulations. They totally trolled our ass. EA Sports NCAA feature threw out a feature that they're going to have a victory formation, and Georgia Tech immediately trolled us.
That's fine. Deservedly so. Blake Sear goes to Florida. I'm more pissed off about that.
Yeah, right?
Damn.
Yeah, that came across yesterday.
That's a big fuck you.
I feel bad.
Really
I feel bad for him too. Obviously, he had the death of his father that he was dealing with some injury concerns too. So, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Wish you well though, Hollywood Sear. All right. All
righty then. Talk about our friends.
He's an All-American next year, right?
Daniel Cuvée?
No, Blake Sear at Florida.
Blake Sear? Yeah, more than likely if he returns healthy. Only thing is just he's got to get his position right. Yeah. He might want to go there because he wants to play second base, and that was his thing coming in defensively. They put him out in left field. He might want to get his position right, but that's the only thing that I would say that kind of keeps him out of it, if potentially. Let's talk about our partners. I mean, you want to talk about blue tarp season? Hello, have you looked outside?
I haven't even been able to leave my house.
That's insane.
It is monsoon season, right? It's not blue tarp season. It's monsoon season. But no need to fear because Paul Bainge is here. And you know the number, 981-ROOF, 561-954-305. Those are your boys. Those are your guys. You're my boy, Paul.
Hey, I'm Paul.
Give me a call.
Yeah.
Right? Replace the blue tarp with a brand new roof or roof repairs because they're great at that sort of thing. That's like one of their staples of their business. Not only being a staple in South Florida, roof repairs. And after this season, you pretty much are going to need one. So give them a call.
Call them next Monday. Guaranteed 80% of the people listening to this shit's going to have a leak come Monday. Probably myself. You can't have this much rain and not find a leak somewhere.
It's insane, dude. It's fucking nuts. It's insane. Friendly reminder, also go ahead and take care of your balls. It is sweaty season. It is human season. Promo code OBB is happening at Manscaped. Take advantage of the lawnmower, the whole deal, the preserver, the all of it. Just keep your balls nice and smelling good.
Trim them up.
Let's talk US Open, bro. He's got
tomorrow,
2
today.
5-unit max
3.
plays.
3.
3. Oh, 3. I missed one.
He's got 3 max plays for the U.S. Open. Look, we're talking about beating the bookie, of course, BTB, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is on a 16-0 run in Major League Baseball. Right?
Awesome. All I know is, thanks to him, I'm on a 22-5 run in international soccer. Went 4-0 yesterday.
Incredible. So, we've got the U.S. Open, and man, I can't wait. This shit is going to be carnage out there,
bro. It's going to be insane. That
Pinehurst
goes out there.
Might be the fastest greens they've ever played on, and it's Donald Ross, and Donald Ross let's put it, I hate Donald Ross courses with a passion. Can't stand him because of how he contours his greens, right? So it's kind of like a top hat.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to have all the edges thrown off.
Yep.
It's
So
just
you're
his thing.
30 yards off the
Drives
green.
me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And these might be the fastest greens they've ever played on Donald Ross greens. Bro, have you seen it?
I saw the video.
Have you seen him drop a ball in the middle of the green and have it run
30 yards out?
It's going to be
straw.
Insanity. And all the grains running, they're running off the greens and into you. A lot of guys are super uncomfortable chipping into that grain because of how heavy it is, catches the club. Like, there's going to be a ton of putting from off the green. You have a question, bro?
I do. I'm gonna let you finish because I know golf is your thing. It's not mine, but as a non-educated golf fan, I do have a very, very important question about this event.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can say, how are the traffic patterns coming into?
I don't know,
event?
Oh, but I know that they gave all of the officers working a photo of Scotty Scheffler.
Bro, did you see the cop's pants?
Oh my God, bro! Did you see that boo boo on his knee? You see the boo boo?
Oh my goodness!
I hope when he got home, his wife kissed and made it better.
Oh, what a pussy!
No chance that dude's married.
Oh my goodness!
3-time divorcee. No, I digress. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the total is gonna be. I could see even par winning this. I could see 3 under winning this. It's gonna be really tough, dude. It's gonna be really tough. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see these guys struggle for 4 days.
All right, let's go, baby. There's a lot of good stories. There's a lot of good things on the wheel of topics today, Jenners.
Well, by listener request, do you want to start with Danny Hurley?
Why the fuck not start with Danny Hurley?
Can we spin the wheel so maybe we don't have to start with that?
Sure, why not?
Let's see if there's still lands on Danny Hurley.
Sure.
I mean, it could possibly land on something else. There's a lot of. Oh, here you go. Danny Hurley turns down the Lakers.
Well done.
Listen, I'll keep it short, man. But it's been a nice 2 months for UConn because Danny Hurley has told 2 of the biggest brands in basketball, Kentucky and the Lakers, to go ahead and kick rocks. And he's going for number 3. I will tell you this, and for folks that don't know, so being from Connecticut, you have an inferiority complex. You're between Boston and New York. You have no professional sports teams. You get, the Whalers they took away 30 years ago. You get pissed on all the time. UConn's all we got. So, there's going to be the whole fucking. My mom was friggin' sick to her stomach for 2 days last week and waiting for this goddamn decision. It was everybody. Just the text messages was ridiculous. This is what I will say. The Lakers fucked this up. Danny Hurley would absolutely be the Lakers head coach right now if they had gone after him a week after they won the title. The Lakers literally waited for the time to approach him where it would have done the most damage to UConn and the brand that he has built over the last 6 years in terms of the portal opening up, not being able to get a established head coach because they're already, it's the offseason. Like all that stuff's done now. And it would have been a free-for-all. And I think part of him was like, I'll be a total hypocrite if I go ahead. And also, I think it's proof positive that the Lakers job just ain't the gig that it was 20 years ago. Just isn't.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Blame LeBron. Blame LeBron.
You got to deal with that asshole.
Yeah. And
like,
then Bronny.
Who would want to coach for that guy?
And a 40-year-old LeBron, no way.
So if you're not telling me that's the catalyst for people going, I'm okay.
Good for UConn.
I don't need to deal with that every day.
Good for UConn, because on the ladies' side too, they've had a legacy coach, and he's never going to go anywhere. And I'm sure
he a 5-year extension.
He could pick any WNBA job tomorrow, and they'd give it to him. They'd roll out the red carpet. So good for you guys. And never thought about it that way, but between New York and Boston not having a professional sports team, yeah, UConn basketball is everything. UConn basketball is church. It's the SEC equivalency of Alabama football, right? And Nick Saban was kind of in the same boat, right? Do you want to deal with the prima donnas in that league, or do you want to make a difference? And do you want to be able to be, listen, as a college coach, you have more capability to be the actual shot caller. Do you want to go ahead and build your brand, build your legacy, then go out there and just have some prima donna, 40-year-old over-the-hill basketball player call all the shots? Like, hey, we're going to run this. No, we're not. Like, do you want to deal with that? And then your career is based off him? and what he wants to do. And I think LeBron has to blame himself a little bit because LeBron's moves have been about his brand, right? It's not a he's not, Michael played for another team later on in his career, was a Twilight, but Mike would give everything to that. And I know he was notoriously hard to play with too, but you can make it work. But he's all about himself, and he wouldn't care. So good for you, and good for you guys. I'm happy for you guys. I'm legit happy for UConn basketball. I'm happy for you as a friend, Toast. Good, you guys get to keep that legacy, and that's cool. And hopefully Miami Hurricane fans can have the same thing. Mario wins back-to-back championships. We're gonna get worried somebody's gonna try to poach him, and Mario Cristobal will be the guy that says, "No, this is where I'm at. You can't poach me away from my alma mater." So hopefully it happens.
I gotta be honest with you,
Free
Toast.
kielbasa for life.
Yeah, I heard that. I can be honest with you. Before this segment, I've realized I thought way too highly of the state of Connecticut.
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm such a dick. I mean, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't put it in perspective what a little brother that place is.
Oh my God,
bro, it's the size of like Palm Beach County.
Yeah.
Like I thought much higher. Like Greenwich and
Listen. Yes, you've got the wealth of the investment bankers. All the hedge fund guys live in South Connecticut, of course. Yeah, that's great. But from a normal person in that state, if you're a sports fan, like, dude, you got nothing. Like,
that's crazy.
Literally got nothing except for UConn. That's it.
Yeah,
you hate the Bruins because you are a Whalers fan, and you hate the Rangers too. So you really have no fucking hockey team.
That's crazy.
So it's just
they need to get the Whalers back. They need to get the Whalers back.
Never gonna happen. They hate Hartford.
Yeah, even in a 10,000 seat state, just something make it small and intimate. No,
just the state is just too fucking small, man. The city's too small. There's nothing happening there, man. I hate to say it, but it's just dying on a vine. Anyways,
I feel really bad for the Connecticutans.
All right, let's spin the wheel, man.
What are they called?
Connecticutans?
What are they called? What are they called?
We're nutmeggers.
No, what is it? Connecticutans?
No.
Connecticutans?
Nutmeggers.
What?
The nutmeg state. We're nutmeggers.
You're nutmeggers?
We're nutmeggers.
All right. Well, one of the biggest travesties in American sports history happened this week. Joey Chestnut got banned from the 4th of July hot dog eating contest.
I saw this because he
signed with Impossible Foods.
And they are a competitor. Now, here's my question. Are they really a competitor with Nathan's Hot Dogs? Like, people who eat hot dogs but then eat an Impossible hot dog, those are not the same people. Those are two totally different types of people, right? I'm telling you right now, that is not a competitor with Nathan's. Nathan's, you need to let it go. But the people who pound Nathan's hot dogs, you have nothing to fear about him having that sponsorship. Nothing to fear.
Dude, there's only 2 reasons we know about this competition. Kobayashi and Chestnut. All right. That's the only, those two starting off or whatever. That was the only reason why anyone gave a shit about this thing. Kobayashi's been out of this for like 10 years. He got banned. Yeah. He's been out of it for like 10 years. And then
banned for
Chestnut,
what?
For some, I don't know.
Steroids?
He broke one
He
of
took
the
a Dodge
rules.
Charger from Nick Saban, and they got him.
He took part in an unauthorized. He took part in an unauthorized key lime pie eating contest, I believe, and got banned. I'm not sure. But who the fuck did these idiots like? Dude, no one's watching this shit if Joey Chestnut's not involved. No one cares. Like, it's the act of watching him shovel those into his gullet to the point that you want to vomit yourself that makes it so great.
Kobayashi was banned in 2010 due to a contract dispute with Major League Eating.
There you go.
He didn't want to sign a contract.
Okay. So, yeah. You want to do independent, be a freelancer. You want to do the cupcake competition.
Think he still eats hot dogs?
I'm sure they do it in Japan.
I mean, think about that for a second.
Hot dogs in Japan made the same thing.
Eats a hot dog. Like,
I mean, he's got to practice. He's got to practice
for but like for enjoyment.
No.
Like
think
Joey
there's like a good hot dog that he's like, man, I'd love a hot
honestly,
dog.
I think the grossest thing that they do is when they dip it in
the water.
It's disgusting.
For sure. It's on the wet bread, the wet soggy bread.
And they don't change the water. They just keep dipping it in the same water,
fucking hot dog water. You know how bad hot dog water is?
That's why they call them dirty water dogs.
One of the worst things you can have culinary wise. You guys ever get like a sub and you eat half it, put the other half in the fridge, and then you take it out, and part of the bread is really wet?
Awful.
You gotta like
That's why
cut
I
it
stopped.
off. Like
That's
it's
why I
so
don't
bad.
eat lettuce. That's why I don't have lettuce, because the lettuce intensifies that. That's why I do not
Oil
have
and
lettuce
vinegar on it. You're screwed. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
No, you
worst.
have to eat
Just
it
the
all.
worst. You got to eat it all. Got to eat it all.
No.
Man. But yeah, dude, look what are you doing? Let him eat the fucking dogs.
Yeah. That's not a competitor. I'm gonna hang my hat there. It's not a competitor. No way.
Right.
Those aren't not the same people.
Oh, this was funny. Buster Only's Twitter got hacked.
Oh.
Did you see all the tweets that came out from Buster Only's Twitter?
Let's
No.
go ahead and review some.
Oh,
of these.
no. There's so many. And I think the guy that hacked him didn't even know whose account he got into.
Oh my
Stop.
God. All right, so here's let's get these opened up and we'll read some of these fun little tweets.
Yeah, he's got over 1 million followers too.
This is June 10th, 2024, 5:12 p.m. The season is canceled due to COVID. And then an hour before that, he tweeted, "I hate Mets" in capital letters. He then tweeted, "Shohei Ohtani has been banned for life from the MLB in connection to charges with gambling. His trial is on August 28th. It is speculated he can get life in prison."
No. Did that like blow shit
my
up?
God. Yeah.
It sounds like he got hacked by one of us.
Right. And then there was another
We
one.
could just guess his
the
password.
Wendy's
I'm gonna be like Buster Only #1. Buster Rhymes.
He said the Mets were finalizing a deal to
326.
send Francisco Lindor to the Athletics.
Home run 1, 2, 3,
Oh
4.
my God.
I mean, these guys probably have such generic passwords.
Bro, these tweets got 1 million views.
Oh, yeah.
Good for him.
They went
Yeah.
everywhere. My question is how many news outlets ran with some of those stories
Of course.
before they
ESPN
realized?
run with any of them?
I didn't see it, but it wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, just a funny story.
Change your password, kids.
That's awesome.
Oh, did you see the bull escape from the rodeo in Oregon?
I did not.
Did anybody see this?
No.
Okay.
Like escaped
So-
how? Like jumped into the stands?
Jumped over the rails, into the stands, ran through concession, turned a patron at concession upside down like 3 times, and they finally caught him. The best part of the story is the bull's name.
Runaway train.
Holy
No.
shit.
Yeah, you gotta watch the video. It's insanity.
Dude,
The
did
bull's
anybody
name.
die?
No, everybody's fine. 4 people went to the hospital. The bull's name is Party Bus.
Party
Wow.
bus. Hold
Wow.
on.
What an
Hold
Bro,
on.
you got to
iconic-
watch this.
It is bananas.
Holy shit.
So I guess my question was: has anybody ever been to the rodeo?
Yeah, I
I
was
have,
a Davy
yeah,
kid. I grew
Davy.
up to Davy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. There was the rodeo in
the
Yeah,
Davie.
Davy
the
rodeo.
rodeo ring.
Absolutely. And then you realize why the bulls just jump.
You want
They'll just magically see a dude in the back with
He
his hand on
wanted
a rope.
out.
Dude, he
and
was
he just
casing the
lifts
whole
it up
ring
and it's right
and
on their
finally like,
balls.
oh yeah, I can make this.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I gotta
Wow.
find this.
I mean, the
Gotta
guy's
find it.
Dude,
The
at
thing's got a
concession
rope
got
on
it
its
the
balls.
worst, man.
It's got a rope on its balls. Of course it's going to jump. What do you think's going to happen? Do you,
Oh yeah.
do you
Oh
get
my
why-
god. Oh my god. The guy
Oh, the
gets
dude at
this.
concession
Holy
gets-
shit.
Dude, he gets rocked. The
Hold
dude at
on.
concession gets
I
rocked.
can't find the video.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
God.
And what about the rodeo
running
clowns? Do you think they get workers' comp
Around.
insurance?
Is this the same guy? Is this the same bull? He's just running it free.
Who
to begin
provides
with?
their insurance? Like the rodeo has to provide the insurance.
Oh, there he goes.
Up into the stands and
You
out,
go to
out
Aflac?
the door.
You go to Aflac. Hey, what kind of insurance? Like, what do you do for a living? I'm a rodeo clown.
Dude, that dude in the red shirt had no idea the bull was coming. He's
Red,
just talking
of
to his
course.
buddy.
No, he's
And- He's just
Hot
talking to his
dog.
buddy. And all of a sudden, boom, he gets tossed. Holy fuck.
like 3 times.
Oh my God.
It's
That
brutal.
dude is going to own that rodeo.
There you go.
Yeah.
You just saw
right? Dude, he was just standing there.
Oh
minding
shit,
his own
dude! The guy had no idea.
None.
He still doesn't have an idea.
He's eating an Impossible hot dog going, what?
Oh my God. His buddy in the pink shirt's just like, what the hell happened to my buddy? Holy fuck.
What happens? You should have worn
Holy
pink instead of red. That was all it needed. Bulls see red. You know this.
The guy who got blasted had a red shirt on.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
exactly.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, don't wear red to a rodeo.
Bro, he got flipped straight the fuck upside.
Dude. Yeah. That was
Yeah, it's
fucking
crazy.
insane.
Just a
Yeah.
normal
The
day at
fact
the
that
rodeo.
he's fine is stunning.
He's okay. Went to the hospital, but he's fine.
Now the insurance coding on concession workers at the rodeo just changed.
Oh no, he's
Liability
liability the rodeo.
insurance just
That
went
dude,
up.
that dude's a new owner of the rodeo.
Yeah.
Oh my
I own a
God.
rodeo.
What do you do?
Holy
I don't know.
shit.
I own
All
a
right.
rodeo.
That was awesome.
Oh my God, that was incredible.
Isn't that
Wow.
wild?
That's the best.
It's nuts, man.
Never
Good
going to a
story.
rodeo again.
No, not at all.
Well,
Would you ever go do the running of the bulls
Fuck no.
in Spain?
I'm not out
No one
running
has
a
a
bull.
desire to do that.
no,
Come on.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
no.
Dude, that's how I die. Come on.
That's why women live longer than men.
Yeah.
Because we want
I
to.
can't
Right.
believe they still do that.
Right? That's insane. I come out of that shit in bad shape.
You wouldn't.
Is that one of those events that PETA's actually okay with? Because the animals have the upper hand if you really think about it.
They
Sure,
really do.
sure.
It's like, yeah, we can't really argue with this one. I mean, they're just running down the street, and if they run
Mhm.
over some of you barbaric humans, we're actually okay with it. All right.
Joe.
Man, I'm gonna have to watch that video again.
Oh, dude, it's unhinged. It's
Like,
it's out of control.
Because
fucking
it
nuts.
shows different videos,
Right.
all clipped
Yeah.
together, and everyone's going, "Oh shit, oh shit!" I mean, it's like for different every
Yeah.
time he gets run over. Oh my God.
Ro, you ever been called to a scene where a bull had escaped and just started flipping people?
No. I've been on to some crazy scenes, but hey,
What is the
we're still
fire
young.
code for why?
Not
would
party
people
bus?
lose? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna say, hey, scene's unsafe. Send in the popo.
Wow.
Tase it. Hey, did you see that guy get
Oh
tased?
my God! Did you see the baseball guy?
Yeah.
That
was
was
great.
He
spectacular.
does a
Gonna be next.
backflip.
Yeah.
He's
That
he's
photo.
getting cheered.
Oh, the photo.
That is
The
that might
with
be the photo of the year.
with our group chat meme today.
That's the photo of the
Yeah,
year.
has to be a
Oh
photo of
my
the year.
God.
Yeah.
We need to update the group chat we have to that.
That cop was
Mhm.
like,
And that guy's face there.
They got him mid.
"Oh my God."
Yeah.
Like, so wait, hold on. So
No,
how
I've
do we
seen
feel
that
about
happen.
that, though? How do we feel about that? I believe that's the first time we've seen cops pull the taser out in a
Excessive.
run on the field situation. Like,
Yeah, excessive.
is that acceptable now? Or I thought it used to be you had to tackle the fuckers.
Bro, there was one time, I'm not even lying. I will touch that, but in my squirrel brain, there was a guy, he was so popped up on PCP, and we saw this, right? Because I was like live real time, and the cops shot him with a taser. But it has to, like, the prongs have to go farther apart, and the farther apart it goes, the more it's going to lock you up. But this one was like from here to here. This dude, I swear to you, he was PCP'd out of his mind. Grabs the prong and literally lifts it off him and lifts the other one and just keeps running. I'm like, what the hell did I just witness? They ran him down. So then I still remember so then they had to dry tase him because the guy had lost his pressure. How many times did you tase him, officer? And he's like, kind of looks around. He's like, 72. I was like, damn, BCP's a hell of a drug. Yeah, but no, it's excessive. It's extremely excessive. The guy's just running. I mean, you've had guys, he's not even streaking. He's not even naked.
He was doing
You know
a
what I'm saying?
flip. He was
He
having
did
fun.
a flip.
Yeah,
and I
the
think that's
crowd
why he
loved
did it, because he kind of kicked his hat. So then he got pissed. You know what I'm saying? They don't have senses of humor, police officers.
I don't know. I like the tackling. I don't like the tasing now of the streakers.
Well,
Oh, I love
tackling's
the tackling.
It's part of it.
It's sport.
Like
You gotta
tackling
catch 'em.
is part of that
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now you're just like a hunter,
Yes.
right? You're just a dude with that has an advantage. I don't like that at all.
And I will
you
say
need to
this.
be able to chase him down and tackle him like the good old days.
If they are going to permit tasing, then TV's got to start showing it. You can't go to the crowd. You got to actually, because right now they won't show the chase. But if it's going to end in a tase, no, you need to show that NBC. I need to see it. I need Kevin Harlan doing play-by-play.
He won't miss it. Not like our other boy. Oh no. That's
not good.
No, yeah.
Oh no, this is not good.
Yeah. He totally mess it up. Nope.
All right, what's
No.
next?
Let's see. Spin the wheel. Well, there's not a whole lot left on the wheel. Did you want to
All
talk
right.
about Aaron Rodgers? He's
No.
already missing many
Why?
games.
Oh, fucking
And
Aaron
literally the
Rodgers.
first mandatory minicamp not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
He's on vacation.
Yeah,
He has an event.
Oh.
Nah,
Oh.
the Secret Service told him he's not allowed to.
That's true.
He's still
That's
going to be
true.
on VP.
He's
detail.
still going to be on the ballot, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, fine. Let's just get into 5 questions.
Yeah, you might as well.
All right. It's about that time.
5 questions.
If you worked in IT, what would be the most wildest thing you would see?
Pennies.
No, that's
Oh, hold
not-
on a
that's not
second.
it.
Hold on.
That's not it.
I saw a clip. I was going to bring this up earlier and totally forgot, right? Towards the end of this video, this guy goes, she wants to be a porn star. And I gotta tell you, if she's gonna be a porn star, she ain't gonna be making very much money. I mean, he just gets into it. Talk like there was more shit on that was so funny.
Oh, it went on for like 8 minutes or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was bananas.
And his wife or whoever was standing with, yeah, she's terrible. Like when she was gonna be a porn star but not very good one. Yeah, she's terrible. I swear to God. So good. So good.
Sorry, bro. What was your question?
So you work in the IT department, so obviously you're seeing all your employees' lives, basically. What is the most wildest thing you think you would see?
Oh, it's going to be bedroom shots of an employee with his wife or something. Hopefully something legal and not illegal. Hopefully with his wife.
I think it's illegal.
Yeah.
I think it's illegal. I think these people forget that there's Big Brother watching. I think the wildest thing I could see is some of the crazy things of somebody actually running a podcast out of his office.
How about just a search history?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Because no one clears out their search history.
I missed the question.
If you worked in IT for a company, obviously you have the surveillance state. What's the craziest, most wildest thing you think you'd see?
The messages between the president and his secretary.
Thank God. I thought he was going to say something else.
It's got to be pretty good, right?
I was convinced he was going to say Hillary's emails.
Yeah. She bleach bit those.
No, I'm waiting. I got that in my back pocket.
Yeah. There's other questions.
I know
there's
more
questions.
questions
I got
here.
four more questions.
Hang on to that for question 5. I think it's funny that the engineer at the radio station had to put up a firewall because he goes, you would not believe the amount of porn on the salespeople's computers. I was like, so they had to put a firewall up.
I know people who've lost their job, not necessarily on this side of the street, but like
a big open office. What are you doing?
On the instructor. Oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, this dude just got busted again. I'm like, you guys know immediately when you put that in, that thing's getting flagged.
Yeah.
Like immediately. Like you can't wait till you get home in your car or something. Like, yeah, that's pretty much nuts. Question number 2. If you were on a 10-hour road trip and you could only listen to one artist, what artist would you listen to for 10 hours?
10 hours.
Long time.
Oof. Man. You know, I'm looking for an artist that's been around for a while and has maybe had different phases. Because while I love Metallica, 10 hours straight of Metallica would be a lot.
Probably not good.
It would be a lot.
Probably not.
And there's not a whole lot of, them. So, man, who would? Wow. I mean, maybe like, all right, I'll tell you what, you know what? I'm going with, we go with Robert Plant, right? Go with Zeppelin and into his solo stuff. With the girl, with the lady. What's that cool girl he's doing the tour with now? I forgot. Alison Krauss or whatever, something like that.
Did you see the actual, it was a real life clip of Robert Plant. Now some girl took a picture of Robert Plant when he was younger, and he's on there and he's got his glowing locks, right? He's when he's skinny, he's like, it's literally me in the picture. She's like, where are men like this? He's like, hey, what's up? He's like, no, not you. He's like, no, I am the guy in the picture.
Oh my God.
75, man, 75.
You kind of stole my answer, Toast. I would be like, definitely Led Zeppelin has old school music, but I mean, there's a pretty extensive catalog. But I think U2 for 10 hours. They changed. They changed. Like the Lemon album and stuff like that could at least change it up a little bit. Yeah, there were some changes in there throughout the course. I mean, for 10 hours, you need somebody with an extensive catalog. So
right.
I'll go.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'll go U2.
Who's next? Jenners?
I can't even think of somebody I could tolerate for 10 hours. Like, I like music in small doses.
I mean, I like the album that I could probably listen to on repeat for 10 hours was Bob Marley, like greatest hits. And, Bob Marley and the Wailers. Like, I could listen to that on loop for 10 hours. That's fine. But that's just one album. But I'm just saying you can listen to multiple ones.
I'm going to put everybody on tilt.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Dua Lipa.
No, I've got a good one, but I got to be honest with you. I think this one is better, and it's gonna piss some people off. 10 hours. You need a lot of material. You ready?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Fucking stop.
Swifty.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, this is not good.
I will tell you this. Not something that she's listened to at all. But she's got 10 albums that are remarkably good, and crossing genres is pretty fucking wild. Like it's stupid how good her stuff really is. So if you're making it 10 hours, that's a lot of material. My other one is Rob Thomas, Matchbox 20 solo.
God, I'm so not in Scoop's car.
I'm just being honest with you, man.
I would throw myself out the window.
It's not bad.
God. Oh, push over and over.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh God, Jesus. Oh,
Rob Thomas is talented.
I think Jenners was a pass on that. So question 3. What medicine was a life changer for you?
Well, absolutely easy for me was when weed became medicalized in the state of Florida, and I was able to just go ahead now and just didn't have to deal with seeing. And as much as I love you, John, having to fucking like work around your fucking schedule and get to your house and you don't show up till 45 minutes later to get it was hell for 20 years. So it's, this has been phenomenal. Yeah. And for the record, I'll be voting against recreational weed in November. Because I don't want that shit taxed.
Man's got his priorities.
I got no problem getting my weed right now. Y'all just go get a card. I don't want that shit getting taxed at 6%. By far too much of it.
Goodies powder.
That's a really good answer.
It'll fix everything.
I can't get through the day without it. So, unfortunately, it's some days are better than others. Some days require one, some require more than one, and it's just the way it goes. That's life.
Dinners?
May not be very popular, but I'm gonna say Tylenol PM, because when you have odd hours and your brain is doing this all day, you can't sleep.
It works.
Tylenol PM.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, though. You have to use it sparingly because it becomes habit forming.
Oh,
that's been the big knock on it.
Really?
Well,
so you've
your
learned how
answer
to ride
might
that
go.
dragon?
Your answer might go along with my answer, and I'll preface this by saying currently I'm not on it, and I haven't been on it in years. But your boy Ro had low testosterone, and the only reason I took it because I went to the doctor and I had trouble sleeping, Jenners. And I'm like, he's like, hey, yeah. I was like, man, it's just really tough. I mean, and that's where my Jedi adventures would happen. But it'd be like my mind would be racing for hours, and I could never go to sleep. And with my schedule and what the fire service has done to me, I've been completely, thrown on my head. So I went to the doctor, and I hit every check mark for the, hey, how's this? Not good. Do you sleep? How's your energy? How's this? It could be better. How's it good? So I took like a round of it for a couple months, and I have always slept better since. I didn't have to stay on it. And I said, it regulated me, and I've never had a problem since going to sleep. I went from somebody who couldn't sleep. It would take me at least 30 to 40 minutes to go to bed. And now it takes me 30 to 40 seconds. So changed my life. All right.
I'd go back and say Dilaudid, but it was for a very short period of time.
Yeah. I mean, I'll knock you on your ass. Whew. All right. Question number 4. What are the best ways to piss off a really bad neighbor?
I mean,
why are they bad?
Yeah.
You pick your reason.
Mine's easy because we have a couple crazy asshole neighbors.
Really?
And just set them off.
Hold on, do tell.
Oh, well, they're okay. Brief, very short versions of the story. Dude across the street hates that we have a 4th of July party in the cul-de-sac every year because we shoot off all the fireworks and all the shit gets in his yard. And he will not let us in his yard. And I'm like, dude, I will get out there with the blower. I'll clean the whole yard. Don't you come near my yard. So he's a crazy lunatic. Woman next door, out of control. Her kids and her wife, and it's a nightmare. They're just very crazy people. But you drive them completely batshit crazy. Be super nice to him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wave to
Smile,
him,
wave.
blow him
How
kisses.
are you? Hey,
Yeah.
man, everything good? Oh, it's good to see you. I wave at crazy asshole across the street all the time, and he's just like, I wave at him every day. Drives him crazy. He hates it.
That's good.
So you don't drop like a box of tacks and behind their tires?
No.
Oh.
No. Because it'll start a war. I got time or energy for a war.
Not if they don't know where it came from.
Yeah, they probably will. We're pretty vocal about how much we don't like him.
Why don't you just drone some stuff over there?
That's not a bad idea. Places
At
we
2
could never
2
possibly
a.m.
be.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Make sure it's
instead we
high
just-
enough. Cameras
I
can't see
smile,
it.
I wave, I tell them what's up.
You want to totally screw with somebody? Go up to their car at night and crack an egg where the gas tank lid is, so they think you might have put an egg in their gas tank last night.
Evil.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the shit that sends you to hell.
Educate me. What is
You've done that?
what is egg in the gas tank?
Obviously.
No, I've never done it, but there was a buddy of mine did it when we were kids, and oh my god, dude! Like one of our neighbors down the street literally went and got his gas tank pumped because he was like, so he cracked it on the side of his car, so there was a little bit of yolk there, and then he stepped on the shell right by the tire. The dude was pretty sure that like someone had put an egg in his gas tank, and he was terrified. It was a really nice car, like an MG. And so he didn't want to drive it, so he had a tow truck come. And there was nothing in the fucking thing.
What would an egg actually do? In the
That's
gas
I
tank?
don't know, but I don't think it does good things to the engine.
I would say that the actual egg white and yolk on
Maybe
the
cook?
paint of the MG does worse damage
Possibly,
than
you're
the egg
very
in
good
the egg
point.
tank.
Very good point. Yeah, very good point. Maybe. I don't know.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
I could say like literally playing the same song on repeat out of your stereo system in the back, just like Bad Bunny on like loop. Doesn't even have to be in English, just literally on loop. But I will say that I do this in real life, and I'll get your take on this if this is actually par or if this is a dick move. I need your help on this. So my neighbor has a tree, and I'll tell you, like, I scoop 20 minutes worth of leaves out of my pool, especially in this weather, every single day. That tree is, so I put it and I get it like netfuls, and I just put it right back on his side. I was like, that's what I do. I don't know if that's a bad move.
Do you
or I
talk
don't
to
know.
that neighbor?
Not really.
I would think not.
No, not really. But
Is
I put
the
it like
tree
in
hanging over your fence,
no, it's on his side, but it like gets close
and it just
to my side
blows over there.
constantly.
Damn.
Constantly.
Can you put up a more sturdy fence so that they get stuck on
No.
the fence?
No, because the HOA will not allow me to have that
the
fence.
HOA.
So
I
I'm
think
like,
you should
I'm
just chop it down.
Yeah. What's the HOA gonna
$5,000.
say about
He
that?
said to chop down a tree, but he loves his tree, so that's not happening. I've contemplating on like doing like what that Alabama fan
Yeah,
did to
man,
like
there
the
you
Auburn
go.
trees.
Yeah,
Poison
yeah,
the
yeah.
tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poison that shit.
Kill that shit.
And for like
Crack
a
some
year or
eggs
two,
on
he
it,
cut
man.
it
Crack
all the
some
way
eggs
down
on it.
because
Crack some
like
eggs on
it
it.
got destroyed in one of the storms, and it was like halfway cracked. But then he cut it, and now it's back in full force.
Oh, boy.
It is completely rehabilitated, voluptuous.
For what it's
voluptuous
worth,
tree.
for what it's worth, eggs can solidify and harden, causing clogs in the radiator, heater core, oil passages, and fuel lines.
Oh, so it'll do some damage. It'll do some damage.
It'll F your car up.
Wow.
All right.
Did
Well,
not
that
know
guy obviously knew that.
Apparently, yeah. All right.
All right, did everybody answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
No, one more.
Oh.
For those who have been blocked by a celebrity online, what did you do?
So let's start with the question: who's blocked by a celebrity?
I don't know. We're going to find out right now. That's why I asked the question.
I don't know if I'm blocked by a celebrity.
And it doesn't have to be a major celebrity. Maybe it's a local guy, a local celebrity.
I have my answer.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Go, man.
Jesus.
I'm
Some
excited.
naked pictures of Hillary.
There it was.
I am blocked currently by Omar Kelly.
Oh, hey, there you go. That's probably a pretty long and distinguished list. I'm just saying.
The fact that that is a really big fucking stretch.
I literally know the comment, and it was totally worth it. And I said, do you know why Hard Rock Stadium has a hole in the middle of it? I had to fit Omar Kelly's ego.
Oh, there you
And
go.
he didn't like that too much. So, yeah, I'm blocked by Omar Kelly.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm
The
blocked.
guy has a healthy ego.
Yeah.
And then the not the good Tim Reynolds, not the amazing.
I was
player.
blocked by Pinos.
Oh, were you blocked by Pinos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was the account.
Can you find
I
out
don't think
in
it was
your
me.
app like who blocked you?
Yes and no.
I don't even know.
I don't even know. No
Yes and
fucking
no.
idea.
Because I think if you try to look on their actual account, I'll tell you you're blocked.
Jenners has a better
No.
shot than any of us of being blocked by it.
Yeah, so I'm blocked by Shannon Sharp.
Oh, really?
We used to make fun of Shannon Sharp a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Capital letters a lot on the old Shaq podcast. And we were making fun of him one day because he was trying to back into a parking space at a gym down the street. And it took him 15 attempts to get in. He's a bad backer-inner. He can't get the car straight. He pulls out, he readjusts, he pulls out, but he's also got a gigantic car. It's this huge Suburban.
Mhm.
So we were picking on him, and then I went to tag him in something one day. It's like, you are blocked by Shannon Sharp. And I was like,
Wow.
hell yeah, we've done our job.
That's
There
a
you
good
go.
one. That's a really
He's a
good one.
bad backer-inner.
He's a bad backer-inner.
So he
Can you
should
tell
stay
us-
off of South Beach.
Shannon, can you say something about this? Can you step up for yourself?
Can I go here?
I'm asking you, Shannon, can you
Oh, no.
back yourself up here? What's going on?
Listen, my truck is very big. Okay, so Jenna just was being incredibly rude. So the problem with Atlanta roads, they're just crazy. Okay, all over the place. And one of my favorite things to do is look in the mirror and see Tim Tebow's. Okay, so Tim Tebow's is kind of like an idol because he's the greatest tight end. You might think he was a quarterback, but next to me, because I'm the greatest tight end that ever lived. Okay, and when you have that much skill, some things you're gonna let slide. And one of the things you're going to let slide is backing in to a parking spot, especially when you have a Suburban. Okay? Over to you, Boom.
Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.
Wow.
When we hit Tim Tebow's, I saw the cameraman from South Park again.
He does put an S on Tim Tebow's name.
Oh,
I'm
God.
dead serious. I'm dead serious.
So good.
All right.
All right. What are we doing? We done?
We got to name it.
Yeah, we do. What are we naming this thing?
All right. You're good because we're not getting
Party
into
bus.
any other conversations.
Mm,
I put down Party Bus.
I like
Party bus is a good one. I'm going to say it's a late entry, but bad backer inner.
I wrote down Bad Backer-inner, yeah.
And backer inner.
I also wrote down rodeo clown insurance and
Nice.
soggy fridge bread.
Oh, it's the worst, bro.
That is the
And
worst.
I wrote it down, but we had to cut it out of the show. Nutmeggers.
Yeah, no. Nutmeggers was okay. It was
Nutmeggers was okay. It
Nuggers.
was everything that
yes,
followed
yes,
after.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So, y'all's call.
What was the first one?
Party bus.
Party
yeah, like
bus.
Bad
bus.
backer inners.
Bad backer-inners. Rodeo clown insurance. Soggy fridge bread.
I'm good with any of them. What are you guys going with? I'm either bad backer-inners or the
I like the
first
bad backer inners.
Bad
All right.
backer inners.
There you go.
bad
Done.
backer-inners. Beautiful.
And so
All
it
right.
goes.
The offseason continues. Oh my God, we're 1 week closer. 1 week closer to football returning. So wait, so when does camp open up? Beginning of August? So you got what? It's like 7 weeks, 6 weeks?
Yeah, August, some point.
Ooh, baby. All right. As always, go Games.
What does that guy say?
Hey-o.
Oh, cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
Cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
Bange.